Okay, guys, let's have story time. Okay, I was just actually just chilling. Okay, let me put my bowl up because I didn't put my bowl up, y'all. I didn't put my bowl up. Hold up, hold up, hold up. Okay, so don't mind me, y'all. I got my ear. These ear things are connected to my phone. Okay, it's connected to my phone. Let me try to move it a little bit that way. Okay, yeah, so you guys can see me. So I'm gonna say this. I hope you all are having a wonderful day. Hope y'all are having a good day. And I want to say this. I know for a fact that a lot of you trying to find a place to heal. You can be at the place where you know you have actually forgave. Okay, a lot of people. Okay, you prayed about it. God have built you up and have put this, this great humble spirit in you, right? To not to have to do too much or act out or perform, right? So God have basically humbled you, okay, to receive the hurtful things, okay, what He built you up to, what He built you up in you to humble you to see what was never meant to be, okay, whether that's a relationship, friendship, a community, friends, family, whatever that might be, okay. And now you're at the place of position where I was just listening to music. Okay, I was listening to gospel songs. You know, I'm a big fan of gospel music. I love gospel music. I was raised on the gospel music, but raised on hood music too. So don't get it twisted. But I know here lately, I've been working with my spiritual gifts, and I've been just down all up in these tarot readings, and a lot of clarity, a lot of truth have been revealed to me. Okay, something that probably should have, you know, made me just probably just go out there and just be so just discombobulated, right? But God helped me. God rocked me. I would pray. Uh, I would go. I was when I was there with my cousin. I would pray this song, "Rock Me, Lord, rock me, rock me, Lord, rock me, Lord." I would pray, and I would say, "Lord, just rock me in your arms." Because when you don't know what to do, and you have ran out of plots, you have ran out of ways to try to get things done. Meaning, and don't take plots where I mean like bad things, plots or setups or whatnot. That's not what I'm saying. When I say plots, I mean plots is where you trying to get something together. You're trying to organize the situation. That's what I mean. Not I don't mean as a setup as a plot. So direct me. I mean, I'll say directly. Don't misunderstand me when I speak these things. Okay, that's why I'm correcting me. Okay, so now you're in a position where you have received what you already could have assumed or what you felt. Okay, and the deepest feeling is that what you actually felt was divine truth when things start to be revealed to you. Okay, so you knew literally like I'm not crazy. I have not lost in my mind. I have not, you know, been delusional about nothing, and I hate to say it, but I had that feeling. I had a lot of feelings and I just kept them in me. I didn't say nothing. And the divine revealed those things to me. And now you're wondering and you're seeing how things have played out. And now you're sitting back and I kept seeing like my shadow stuff. And I said, Lord, is this the time for me to do my shadow work? Because I literally start, like, how would I say this? I start basically, I just shed a few tears. And I'm like, God, I don't want to cry. And then I started listening to a song, and it was like the lady was explaining to herself, but not to herself. She was explaining to you know what was her name, Tasha Calls. I was listening to Tasha Call's songs, and one of the ladies that Tasha Call listened to, uh, she ended up working with the lady that the music that she would listen to, and she performed on the show with her. And she was saying things like she would did she answer the call? If she would have answered the call, what about if she wouldn't have answered the phone call? But she was singing these things, and I'm in a position where I'm saying, no, hold on, let me step back. She said, should I answer the call? Would I answer the call? What if I wouldn't answer the call? Nine. I went to another video, and the video was stating how it was time to forgive. It was time to forgive. Now you could have forgiven your family. You could have forgave people already. But what the biggest thing is forgiving the ones that was like literally there in your provision, around you, smiling your face to you, laying with them, sharing things with them, finances, and this deep betrayal was in your face, right? That's crazy that I said her talking about her name just popped up on my phone. Oh my goodness, that's crazy. She gonna live a long time. And my phone is still stuck right there. There you go. Now it catch back up. Yeah, but she gonna live a long time. She gonna live a long, damn long life. Okay, wonderful life too at that. Anywho's y'all. So I start getting into listening to the word, and I'm often putting the word in my ear. But I'm noticing seeing where I'm in the word, I'm listening to the word, but I'm not in the word. And normally when I'm in the word, I get my Bible. I sit in front of the TV and I just, listen to the word. I go all in with the word, right? And now I'm at the position where I'm really seeing where I'm not ignoring it, and I can't ignore my passion when it comes to God. And it's not that I have, it's just that it's so much that has spiritually transpired for me as a chosen being, for me to not want to, basically bring to God about it. It's like all the problems and everything that I'm revealing and seeing is being revealed and is being played out. Now I need to go to God. God is calling me, because every time I get to these musical songs, or he started to play a song, my heart just kind of cries out, and I need that refreshing. Sometimes we know when God calls us to weep to Him, to cry out to Him, that's a way of healing. That's a way of saying, God, allow me to forgive. Even if you haven't healed yourself completely, you gotta allow yourself to heal for what people actually did. Because only thing on my mind is I can't wait my turn. I can't wait my turn. That's divine truth. I would not sit here and tell you a lie. And that first thing I say, all right, God don't sleep. I can't wait till my turn. I'm gonna sue you. I'm gonna take you to court. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. And God is saying, just cry out. Just cry out to me. Let me have it. And it's like when you are awakening and you just know that things been played out in your face, it's just like, God, I'm gonna get them. I want my lick back, right? And in the back of my mind and in my heart and my spirit, when God touched that soul, that innocent spirit, God is like, just let it go. Because you don't know, when you hold anger or you hold animosity to somebody, you rightfully giving your power away. So what's the purpose of saying, I call my power back, I call my energy back? Those things can return, but if you study giving something that thought of what a person did instead of letting go, you have to let that fall in place. You have to let that energy be pulled from you. You can't let that energy control you. You could be looking and seeing all the signs that justice has been prevailed. Justice is working out for you, no matter who come up against you, no matter what. But when it comes to you as a personal spirit, as a personal divine being, as the one that's walking the right line, walking in divine path, walking in the right direction, walking, and taking the faith and walking and not fainting, walking and walking in belief, walking and trusting, walking and seeing things for what it is, and not only you settling in it, but you moving forward in it. Because see, we can see something and then don't know how to react to something. We don't know how to respond to a situation. We kind of feel like, like, damn, you're going to just let it all dump out on me like that. And this is something that you already knew, but it was something that you were basically really covering up, but you didn't know how to express it. You didn't know who to talk to about it because a lot of people was involved. A lot of people knew. So now that you're in a place of position where you're expressing it and you're like, okay, now, God, what do I do from here? Which way I go from here? I know I can't trust. I know people can't guide me. What do I do from here, God? And the first thing is first, letting go and forgiving the person that hurt you the most. And in the back of my mind, I'm like, God, that's that ain't too hard, but that's what my heart cried. That's what my heart cried. Because that's once in that place of position, once in my life, my heart was big for that situation. My heart was big. My concerns was big. My emotion was being big. And I don't want you guys to make it seem like, where did this come from? It's all about working on self. It's all about disciplining the spirit, the mind, the heart, the soul. Because we can be saying that we can see where someone stopped us from healing. Because I ain't gonna lie, y'all, I telepathically spoke. I was like, shit, that still ain't gonna stop me from healing. But sometimes you gotta realize the biggest hater or the biggest blocker. And instead of you letting something or someone control you, every time I get to talking, this block come around me, baby. Oh no. Every time I get to, thinking about these things, or this person blocking me from healing, but it wasn't the fact that this person was blocked from healing. It was the fact that you need to see something, and I didn't see what was right there in my face. I'm thinking the person is just stopping me from having friends and relationships. In the back of my mind, I'm like, no, this is what was being revealed. Because if I would have stayed in that mindset and this, sometimes I ain't gonna lie to you, I can talk to that person, my person telepathically, and I get so angry. I come up as a strength card, but I feel like I'm the lion, and I'm not being calmed. I'm growling, I'm yelling. You know what I mean? It's not a bad thing, but it's just like how much you desire a person to keep taking. Till a person just actually feel that their coast is clear. How much you think a person can keep going with the bullshit, with the BS. You know what I mean? And the first thing is forgive them. And you could have forgiving yourself for putting up with something. Okay? You could have gave up, I give up on yourself, but forgiving yourself for what somebody put you through. Right? But while you do, make sure you forgive that person. Okay? Because they holding on to something that they know deep within them, that they know that they hurted you with, and they're using it against us. They'll take all what they've done to us and they'll use that against us. Whether that's projecting, whether that is literally trying to, self-sabotage you or bring people against you so where you can run back to them, something of that nature. But if you don't do nothing else, forgive that person, where that person could be so less powerful when it comes to you. And to be honest with you, some of y'all see that person ain't got no power because you see the bullshit they get, the games that they play, okay, on you as a spiritual being. But at the end of the day, start forgiving that person. Say, God, whatever they done, Lord, let me forgive the main person that was a part of this chaos that was around me. Start announcing that. Start speaking it out. See how the sun just shining on me? We're bringing these things into a light, something that we should have recognized a long time ago about ourselves when we're in these type of situations. You need to start forgiving these people, even if they're in the middle of the act of doing these things to us. Start forgiving these people, because at the end of the day, you begin to gain everything that they took it from you, known and unknown. Okay? You begin to get your strength back. You begin to get your your confidence back. You begin to get your motivation back, your power, your the lack of understanding that you once had. You was things that you didn't understand. You will now become more aware of, or certain of, and you know now, like the things that someone did to you, you will never let somebody play with you like that again. You're gonna forever speak volumes against those people, places, and things that thought that they had power and control over you. Okay, and that's what God is leading me. Okay, I know a lot of people don't care to talk about God or bring up God, but I'm a child of God. And before I came to this platform, God was the ruler of control of my life. Before I met this person, doing this making of me, ending this situation, and everything's being revealed to me on both sides of the situation, I'm walking away, but I'm not walking away powerless. I'm not walking away heartbroken. I'm not walking away stagnant. I'm not walking away for a good remembrance. I'm not walking away with lustful energy. I'm not walking away with the thought of being sexually active with this person. I'm not thinking on walking away with that emotional or that residue from that person. I'm walking away with divine peace. Whether it look like it, whether it don't, whether it feel like it, whether it do, I'm doing it. I'm doing the work, and that's just what it's going to be. Okay, and sometimes you have to speak that shit into existence for you to actually do those things, because you can have that mindset until something goes wrong. You can have those thoughts in your head until it actually go wrong. And when you do, like what I just went through and experienced, y'all, I just experienced how the moment that I just had, and I noticed, like, yeah, God is redirecting me to Him. He redirected me. So y'all might be off these readings for a good minute. I ain't even gonna lie to you. So I might be under attack. There may be games like it may be trolling me, maybe doing whatever, but if I'm not pulled to do no reading, I'm giving my time to God. Most definitely. Because sometimes, we gotta look at our flaws too. We gotta look at ourselves too. We may not be all wrong. We may not be all bad. Okay? But the more of the situation is that we gotta keep ourselves into alignment to know what we need to do the inner work. Okay? Because other people out there counting on us. Because what if we go hear somebody and that situation bother us and it sits on our mind, and here we is crying about somebody else's problem, and we go back and think about our problem like, damn, it's in similar situation that I experienced and I ain't still ain't healed. No, you don't need that type of baggage to come up. You don't need those type of triggers. You can be like, well, shit, I can show them, I can tell them how I healed from that situation, because I did experience that. But it's not, you don't need to have that second thought, well, shit, I'm opening up a wound, or I'm expressing what happened to me, and it ain't all that good, but it may not be. But at least you can sit back and look at a video, or I can look back at this video and say, well, shit, I knew I was gonna be at this point one day explaining something to somebody, helping them break free. So I'm letting you guys know right here, right now. Whatever come up against you, it don't have no power in the highmost. What feel like it can break you, it don't even make you stronger. And I'm gonna tell you something. Notice the weight that you carry from others. When you can look back and see how somebody, hold on, wait a minute. When you can look back and see how somebody mistreated you, and you can see how that person's still in the energy, still around you spiritually or whatnot or what have you, and it's easy for people to try to harvest that energy or try to use it against you in some type of way or whatnot or have you. Just know you took the moment out of your day to realize that energy. And you put that energy in check. Speaking volumes over it. I'm going to heal. I'm going to forgive that person. And I'm going to press forward. Because the only way for me to be set free from anything that's trying to hold me captive is to break free and think that you know that you're breaking free in your mind. I'm free from this. And while you thinking while you have that in your mind, I'm trying to watch my words I'm saying. While you have that thought in your mind, put it in actions. Put it in action. That person try to skype for that energy, Put some music on. Balance the energy for yourself. Bring peace to yourself because you have peace with that. Because people will try to hold on to you and try to trauma bond with you. It ain't no trauma in that. Because all what somebody tried to brought you through is all what somebody was revealed to that person to do. Okay? So you can't hold all the weight in one spot and then go and try to balance it out there when you ain't can balance it in nowhere. You got all the pressure here and then there you go over here and you take it there. No. The divine, the Holy Spirit, the rams, the spiritual rams and the ancestors, they want you to balance all of that. Meaning forgive that person. You probably could have forgave. That's why a lot of things don't bother me. Like I was saying, they was showing me how certain family members that was the one that was doing certain things to me in the spirit. It don't bother me because I've already forgave them people. You know, so when things don't bother me, you don't have to reveal certain things out and it be hurtful or you feel some type of way. That's because you've already healed. You already healed. So whatever that's organizing whatever's going on, heal from it. I'm telling you, heal from it. That's divine truth. Heal from the chaos, from the confusion, or whatever it was. Once you heal from that and you move on, you move forward, I'm gonna tell you something. God gonna reward you even more. He gonna reward you for even having a mindset and a heart to even knowing that he needs you to go his way. Not even going his way, but going back to the place to say, God, I surrender. Because right now we're taking everything in our spiritual hands. We're revealing everything on social media. Things being revealed to us of what we see that's happening in the spiritual realm. And those hidden plans. Now it's time to you to surrender to God. Because the next thing is you're going to feel like you want to hurt somebody. You want to do something to somebody. You got to know when to shift. Because if you spiritually, you're balanced with the dark and the light, you will show how you can, not alchemize, but not even alchemize, but balance out the dark and the light. So if you know that this is the light, I'm going to say the light is your receiving hand. So you're going to push that light energy out. The dark is you going to God. I said the dark is you going to God. Because whatever was revealed to you, this is the hand that you was accepted this situation. You had to accept that to see it. This is your receiving hand. You had to accept that. Now this is your light right hand, your bright side, your godly hand, and now you taking it and you still being humble. You placing that energy out. Everything's being revealed over you, what you saw, what you witnessed, what somebody tried to do to you. Now God is saying, come to me, surrender it all. Because you can't go on with your life seeing what somebody did to you and knowing that you ain't address it in any type of way and then keep going. You have to address it. That's how you break free from it. Whether you see it and you literally undress yourself, taking off your clothes, getting in the shower, clearing that energy from you. Whether that situation on your mind and you just got to purge it out. You got to release it one way or another. You can't live like that. That's not how God wants you to live. That's how the Holy Spirit don't want you to evolve like that. Okay? That's not of God. That ain't of God. You can take things to the divine. You can ask the divine to intervene. And I call on to the divine. Right now as I speak to you. So I ask the divine to intervene into my relationships with God, relationship with people, relationships with friends, relationships when it comes to my children, relationships when it comes to my finances, relationships when it comes to my home, relationships when it comes to my business, relationships when it comes to me and my mental health, relationships when it comes to me coming and going, relationships with me when I'm breaking bread to buy materialistic things to keep a home or a foundation or to build something. God and the divine, I ask you to intervene. I ask you to come in and help guide me spiritually, emotionally, and physically. I need something tangible. I don't need anything spiritual there holding me. I need to break free from whatever that's trying to hold me or trying to control me. Okay? I'm not willing to settle for less. I'm not. Okay? So start speaking over yourself. And Divine, I welcome you in. I welcome the Divine. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I ask the Divine to bring in a spiritual judgment. I ask for judgment to be called. And sometimes, things that try to stand in your way, you gotta fight through it. You gotta fight through it. And I'm not talking about because people be like, fight. It's not a spiritual fight. And I take that back. Weep. Weep to God, your fight. That's how I'm gonna say that. Weep to God, your fight. Because when you weep to God, your fight, I'm gonna tell you something. Those battles have already been set in stone for you to win. It's just moving it faster. It's just moving it faster. So somebody wanted the progress to be slowed down, and you go turn around and you go weep to God and forgive that person while they still at it. That's what's showing who you really are. That's what's showing you who you are. You're gonna have to fulfill that. And it's as crazy as it seems, as hurtful you might think that it is, because in the back of your mind, you probably like, forgive them, girl. Don't you know what they did to me? Like, do you know who was close to me and did this? I know. You might as well, look, relax. Push your shoulders back. Stop gritting your teeth. Stop looking at me like you're crazy. Stop looking at me like who she thinks she's talking to and what she thinks she's talking about. It's divine truth, baby. The truth hurts. Sometimes we gotta sit back and really actually realize and say to ourselves, look, it's time for a change. It is time for a divine change. And when the divine start putting things on your mind, and you got other people out there that's rooting for you, that's watching you, that's hoping that you make it through to do something in this nature, because people waiting for this. Yeah, because in the back of my mind, I was like, God, how am I supposed to go on like this? How? How can I accept this? And I'm here in it. But God, like, how do I break free from this? How do I let go the cards? How can I protect my kids while I let go the cards and not speak so much and keep a balance? How can I make people comfortable with me and around me in what I'm experiencing? How can I? And the first thing came to my mind, speak your truth. While you speak your truth, you need to let go and let God. There's nothing wrong with speaking your truth and protecting it with anybody or anyone. There's nothing wrong with that. It's the way you do it, how you conduct it. Because it ain't all about what somebody did. It's about you learning a lesson and showing people that you grew. So you know how I did the cutting away? And yeah, that's how you do that. Okay? It's more than one way. Working on your gifts is one way. Working on your talent is another way. It's a lot of things you can work with it on. Okay? And bringing things to the light. Instead of getting on social media and putting out my cards and others, I'm finding my peace in what's have happened. Okay? And for one, I'm warm enough to announce it. And I respect the ones that revealed their truth. I respect that, because at the end of the day, they could have just said, I'm gonna do what I want to do anyway. Some people are. Some people not. Some people fell back. Some people took another route. Some people still decide to do what they want to do towards you, and that's fine. But when the divine intervenes, because of your faith, because you took the time to come on this social media platform, either listen to me or you speak what the experience that you had and you encourage somebody else. That's what make you that high priestess. That's what make you a divine empress. Okay? Besides what's been revealed. that lets you to know that you grew. Not because you know and you're aware that you want to be out of, I mean, not to say out of a situation, but you tired of something going on. That's besides the point. Your actions speaking louder words. Your actions speaking volumes. And speaking real deep volumes versus to how you used to be and where you used to be at in life. That speaks a hell of a lot of volumes. So when you can transition and you can keep growing for something that was deep, that was a deep inner knowing, a deep wound, and you didn't prevail, you just assumed, and now you knowing like, dang, I wasn't wrong the whole time. Like you starting to really realize and say, no, bitch, I ain't crazy, you crazy. It starts to prevail. It's like, wow, I am a psyche. Wow, I am who I say I am. I'm a divine being. Wow, I am a psychic medium. Wow, I'm not just hearing shit. This is the spiritual knowledge and wisdom. This is someone in my energy that this shit is real. This is a really highly connection, and these people are not for me. Like you're really realizing and seeing it for what it is, and you were like, okay, I don't accept this. I evict these people out of my energy. You have to serve them spiritual notice, whether that is a 124-hour notice, whether that's a 3-day notice, whether that's a 4-day notice, whatever. You need to start evicting these people out your energy. Okay? You need to start protecting your energy from these people because they're not for you. Okay? Some of these people are in your energy to fulfill the truth and to leave after that. To see that you receive whatever you're supposed to receive and get out your energy. Some of these people are going to try to bond to you to keep some of these things or try to attach to themselves to these things. And some things not going to work out best for some people. And you can't keep warning nobody. You can't keep telling them like you're God, even though you walk in the image of God. But those people don't have those type of beliefs like you. Okay? So at the end of the day, a lot of things that's been transpired, been going on, is leading you to victory. Because we still showing up and doing things like this. Because we keep showing up and protecting our energy and our inner peace. We still being humbled to situations that really should have broke us. When I was walking from that trash can and I saw that lady, well, I made a video. The video was about the Gerber baby, and about me getting like a Gerber baby, what do you call that? Gerber baby food. Okay. Now, whatever this program was filled out at a resident's house. I'm not gonna put their name out, but it was at my sister's house. I'm gonna just say that. And I'm like, you signed me up for this? And they're like, well, yeah, I did this, da da da. Okay, fine, cool, move on. So I get here, I get the documents, I see the little coupons. I'm like, I'm not pregnant. Why are they sending me this? I'm not pregnant. Well, how do they know my number? I mean, my address to send me this? I was at another residence, I didn't get that. Why I get here and I get that? You know, and the divine was talking to me. The divine was trying to let me know. So when I opened it, I see the yellow tag. And it said Gerber baby, but it had a AIL or ALI or something like that on there. And I put that, I showed that on the post. And when we find out truth like that, and then it turned around the same particular day to give you actual confirmation what you said was true, I went empty my trash can. And I'm going to tell you something. I went to the trash can, the lady was sitting there with her baby. On someone's car, on their car, I don't know, and they had another car sitting there, and it was a black car, and I was just like, okay, right there alone, that moment should have broke me. I felt like I should have been crying out, I should have been praying to God or whatnot, but I was like, okay, that's just more confirmation. More clarification. And I was so humble about it to the point where I ended up literally start shedding tears. Because when I tell you I really didn't know that I was pregnant, I really didn't know. I really didn't know. And I won't lie to you. Like when I took the test, my boyfriend was saying, take it in front of him. And like my cycle didn't come, and he on the phone calling the doctor, so evidently I had been pregnant. We took the test and he was like, well, how long do we supposed to find out? How long do it take? And she said, well, the first 2 or 3 weeks, it would not show. Okay, and it didn't show. Even when the situation went on with my other guy friend, this test didn't show. It was like blank. I won't even lie that you couldn't see shit on that test. Okay, it was like I never even pissed on it. But when I was with my boyfriend, it was like it showed, but it didn't show. So he was like, oh, he wouldn't want to test it. So he on there calling all the doctors. You know, I've been in the room calling all the doctors, but not to go down the details to back what I was stating. When I experienced that whole situation, I just want to say to my unborn child, I apologize because I did not know you were in my room. I did not know I passed the child. I'm going to tell you, y'all, I'm going to tell you what's so crazy about what I'm about to say. I literally went to the restroom and I was full of blood and I wiped myself. Didn't know that I was wiping up a baby. I remember having a whole bunch of clogs. I remember that. It was on the toilet paper. But I didn't, it was so much had happened. I had just got jumped on. I just got in a fight with my cousin. He's a boy. Okay, and I'm like, what the hell? And I called my boyfriend. I was crying, panicking. He rushed over and came got me without a question. Came got me, brought me to his house. We always go eat lunch on his break. And he bring me to his house to go clean up myself or whatever. And, you know, just to wipe my face because, you know, we were tussling and change my clothes. And I go to the restroom and I'm, you know, and, you know, yeah. And I go in the car like nothing happened. But I told him, but I really didn't ever say nothing to nobody. That's the truth. I really never told nobody. I kept it to myself. So to find out who these people was and they was a part of that, I can't say I can't be mad because God healed me. You know what I'm saying? It was like I already knew. You know, once I got away and I got stable and I got my shit together, I started noticing, understanding what was going on and what happened. Okay, but it was just a time and a day for me to release everything and to fulfill it for what it was. And, you know, I can't be mad. And I know some people will be like so angry and bitter, but I can't even be mad. They even showing her in front of me. Like as I say, remember the money, remember this. The money can't replace an innocent baby. That's divine truth. And I ain't here to go back and forth with nobody about somebody's wrongdoings. I'm not God, but I can be. He can give me that permission to call you into the ethers. So, baby, please step aside. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, because she just stepped. Yeah, thank you. Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, I thank God that I really took the time to actually heal and let go. That really shows me that I actually grew and actually forgave these people. Like, I'm proud of me. I don't know what else to say. For a while, it was like all my happiness was gone away. Like, I remember when I used to smile all the time. People used to say, why is she smiling? I was full of life. And I was going through it. And I was still full of life. I'll come out, hey girl, how you doing? What you doing? Hey. You know, just being me. But I always kept a smile on my face. Now you see me, it's like, I feel like my mama sometimes like, what the fuck you looking at? I'm like, what you looking at? I'm looking at you. Fuck you. Fuck you. You know, that's how it was when my mom was around. But now, like, I'm seeing the bigger picture, you know, and I'm seeing where a lot of things that kind of played out in my life was revealed. And I just thank the divine. Like, if I haven't said thank you, divine, I'm on social media saying thank you, divine. Thank you, the high most. Okay? Because at the end of the day, for a person like me to see that and for it to be revealed and played out in my life, honestly, for me to be that humble, God doing something for me. God healing me. He healing me in the middle of things being revealed. Even when you don't even see that you're being healed, it's being revealed upon you that you're being healed by your response, by your action. Actions speak louder than words. Actions speak volumes. Every now and then, when it gets to that gospel music, I know I'm getting there. Okay, I already saw a vision. I already saw a vision of me praising God for some reason I don't even know. But there's about to be a reason and a season when God is to have you up in here thanking Him. Okay, you may not be in my home thanking Him, but you're gonna be over there thanking Him. Okay, you're gonna be thanking God pretty soon, and sooner than was expected. Because I had 2 visions of me praising God. Okay, 2. And I almost was in one today. Okay? I don't know. I was in there cooking or whatever, and I just keep having this moment where my son coming in. Oh my goodness, it's just, I'm in the back of my mind, like, is he gonna pop up on me? Like, it's like my mind is in and out. My heart is trying to get right. It's just like, oh my God, like, whoa, God, just give me a moment. And before God gonna have you praising Him. He's gonna have you praising Him for a good dang reason. Okay, you're gonna see all what you had to go through to what's been getting passed down to you. You're gonna see it. Some of us already know what's coming. Some of us already know why people was attacking us like they were, and it's being revealed to us. And we still gotta play humble. We still gotta play, and I say play humble. It's not you playing humble. She's trying to speak through me. It ain't you playing humble. It's the real you, because in the realest direction in what you knew, and then somebody did something to you, the divine would have had you in a whole other mindset. Cause see, I'm gonna tell you something. I used to be one of them women that didn't play them type of games. I used to walk. I would took off walking all the way down there just to set the record straight. I would have picked up the phone and called and said something. That's divine truth. I'm going to tell you the truth and not a lie. That's the old Erica. That's the old immature, that sleep zombiness. That drunk alcohol talking. Yeah, that one that didn't know no better. The one that wasn't awake, and the one that wasn't a grown woman. That was a little child in her, a kid in play. Okay? A wounded one. But now I've grown. God has put me in a position to do what I need to do, and now things being revealed to me, and it's like, okay, all right, now I need you to speak the truth and how you felt about this, and this is what it is. This is what it is right here, right now. That's my divine clarity, my divine truth in what I experienced and what I had going on. I thank the divine. I thank the divine for keeping me strong. I thank the divine for believing in me. I thank the divine for allowing me to have that experience, that true moment. But I ain't gonna lie to you, y'all. I wasn't all that tough. I cried. I shed a few tears. I broke down 2 or 3. I cried 2 or 3 times. Okay? And I'm not talking about a hard cry. I'm talking about emotional cry. So when you get that emotional cry, that should go to the realm. That's a different type of hurt. You want to cry, and you know, I ain't got time to cry. I ain't got room to cry. I have went to that moment where I was like, okay, God, I'm about to cry. I'm about to state it out, Lord. I'm going to cry. Because I'm getting to this gospel music, and I'm getting so sensitive. I'm getting so emotional in the gospel. And then in the back of my mind, I'm like, you know what? There's no need to cry. I need to rejoice. Because God done saved me from something. A whole lot of something. Not even saved me, but saved my children. Brought light to the situation when it came to my kids. So now that everything's been revealed to me about my children, it's like the divine is, give me all what my heart desire. Give me another chance to be a mother. Give me another chance to show my children and heal my children from the things that they experienced. It's my time to be that mother that I always had in my heart and my spirit to be something that my mom didn't give me a chance to do or to see or have experiences in, So at the end of the day, you know, sometimes you gotta go through. You gotta go through to see things clearly. And when you do that, that discipline you. It discipline you. It really do. It make you know, like, hey, every reaction don't cause a reaction. Every setback don't cause a reaction. Every denial don't cause a heartbreak. Every conflict don't respond a reaction. Every lie don't respond a reaction. You know, and it doesn't. It doesn't. So just get ready to start receiving your blessings because they're coming. I don't know, you know, honestly, I kept getting 6 days from now. I heard a lady say 3 to 4 days from now. It could be 8 days from now. Something's positive coming towards you. Okay? Be expecting it. I'm not telling you to go look for it. I'm not telling you to go hunt for it. But pray about it. If you don't do nothing else, pray about it. Pray to God that it don't get delayed. Pray to God that it don't be a setback for it. Pray to God that it be right on time. Pray to God and tell him that what you need. What you need. And he gonna make sure that thing get to you right on time. Do you understand? Okay? And I didn't say you wouldn't be tried and tested. I didn't say that. Okay? But while you being tested, know what you praying for. Know what you praying about. Okay? Like, share, and subscribe to the channel, guys. Bye.